defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leads it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. Nice move to pick up yardage. At the 20, he's got space. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the passing game.
And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are...
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Beck. Right on the money. Turning it on. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They just keep firing. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Gain of 22.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready. If you're a quarterback, then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Makes the catch. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. They're working that left side. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
The give to the tailback. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hard running there. And some room to work. Open field on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Caught behind the line. It's Henry.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he is.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.